Now this is little Maggie. She's not so keen on coming out in front of the camera at the moment and being held, but I wanted to show you she's almost two in February. Now of the three little sisters, she's the only Dumbo in that group, and she is slightly overweight compared to the others. Now I'm going to try and show you, she's not going to cooperate, what a mammary tumour looks like when it starts. You see here, there's just like a little puffy bit of area under her arm. Now it looks like just a little swelling, but that is in fact the start of a mammary tumour. Now it's not a hard lump at the moment, it will develop into a lump. Thankfully I don't have anyone with proper tumours at the moment, but that is what the first sign. Now at first it just looks like your rat maybe put on a bit of weight, but when she was lifting her arm, I don't know if I can get her to do it at the moment, but she's not cooperating, but it was just like a little swelling, and it just looked like a roll of fat. And when you just rub your finger across, you can just feel that it's not quite the same as a roll of fat. It is slightly different texture, even though it's not an actually fully developed lump. So this is, in fact, I can feel in the centre it is slightly harder where the tumour is starting to develop. So that's very, very sad. We don't have tumours operated on anymore, because when we first started keeping rats many years ago, we had our very first rats, in fact, developed tumours, and we had surgery on them, and within 1 month the tumours had come back. And if they just miss one tiny bit of the tumour, or a cell has spread, then they're going to come back, and you know, it's not worth putting the rats through the stress of that sort of surgery. And I really regretted having the surgery. If I'd known it was only going to prolong the life of the rats by 1 month, and that putting them through the stress and the risk of the actual anaesthetic. And then with our second lot of rats, we actually had another one operated on, which is against my better judgment. And unfortunately, we actually lost the rats under anaesthetic. So that was our first two groups of rats. So we just don't do it now. We just, fortunately, never had a very young rat with a tumour. If it was a small tumour that hadn't spread, and it was a very young rat, and the rat was otherwise very healthy, we would then have a discussion and decide what to do, because it would be absolutely awful to lose a young rat from something that could be easily cured. But with a rat who's 2 or over 2, we would not consider surgery. It's very sad, but we would rather they lived out the rest of their life happily. These tumours they're not attached to any internal organs. They are just under the skin, the mammary tumours. They do not cause any problems, any pain or anything, unless in the later stages when they affect movement, or they might possibly start to spread to the lungs, in which case then that's the time to take your rat to the vet and have them humanely put to sleep. So it's a disturbing thing to think about. Obviously, I don't have a rat with a large tumour now, but there are some of our other videos I have shown rats with tumours. I think Blossom and Poppy, you will have seen them with the bigger tumours. And the tumours, if they're not attached to internal organs and they're just under the skin, you can actually keep the rat for quite a long time. We imagine with Maggie, she'll have another 6 months, which will bring her up to around about 2.5. But obviously we'll just see how it goes, and we will keep you informed as to what's happening and show you some more pictures as the tumour develops. But if your rat develops a very sudden swelling or a hard lump, then it's more likely to be an abscess, and that can be very painful and need immediate sort of veterinary care. Don't try to treat abscesses yourself at home. You'll just cause pain and distress to your rat. So take them to the vet, get proper treatment from a vet. And yeah, good luck, little Maggie, darling. She doesn't really like being held and filmed. She's not the most cuddly of the three. She's tolerating this, as you can see. But she is a beautiful little girl. Come on, Maggie, let's see your pretty face. Let's see your pretty little face. No, she doesn't want to. Oh, there we go, little Maggie. You're a beautiful girl. You can just see that swelling there behind her arm. Anyway, that's my lovely girl Maggie for now.